I know I've mentioned it tons of times before, but 22 days since their last hotfix, and it's at least 2 weeks till the next hotfix. So, well, update 39.1 that will be Caliban Prime. So, over a month since they last fixed or gave us anything to do in Warframe. And yes, I am aware, technically, the Vidora Prime is something to do on the 26th of August when the Prime Access actually turns up. But it's not just that will be coming on the 26th of August in what I can only assume is going to be update 36.1. 38.1? 39.1. Wow, I'm way off. Because they kind of changed their forum post on the 11th of August to say that the Simulor and the Mutalist Quanta Orbs blocking bullets instead of buffing them is not going to be fixed. Valkyria's heirloom skirt clipping into Valkyria's legs is not going to be fixed. And various other cloth physics are not going to be fixed in the next cert. What they did confirm, however, is, well, the next cert is basically going to be Caliban Prime. Yeah, we kind of already know this. We already knew this, but this does confirm that it's not already in-game and it's just something that will be unlocked on the 26th. It is actually the next interim cert build of Warframe, will be the 26th, even though it doesn't mention the fact that it is going to be, and that's why we have to wait. I was trying to do the math earlier, nearly 40 days for an actual hotfix to fix any of the problems within Warframe. That's a long time to leave things broken for. And if Caliban Prime wasn't one of the best parts about this whole update, they're actually bringing Tennogen factions. Bold new community creations arrive with this update on August 26th. Basically, in my mind, cementing it as 39.1. See, I got it right that time. There is going to be several new skins, but I don't understand why they've changed them into factions. I would say it's because, well, maybe they've been made by the same people. To have the leg armor and the chest armor, with the whip skin being separated, and the sandana is made by different people who made the Gauss skin and helmet. That is a lot of people to collab on a skin, by the way. Usually it's one person who makes these, sometimes two, but out of all of these, there's a name that's usually in every Tennogen that is kind of missing. But luckily, they have actually shown these, which is great, because I kind of like Gauss's skin. There's something about that helmet that just, not bad. The sandana? It's the coins that are on it. Will it have the same coin sound effect that a lot of things that utilize that cosmetic appearance actually use? These are all things I would love to see answered, but yeah. The last three, I mean, they're two shown at two different pictures. Why they didn't put the sandana on Gauss's back, I don't know, but all three on one skin. The leg armor, the chest armor, and the whip. This should be a bundle, rather than it being sold separately. That is obviously then split between everybody who has made it, but that is a ridiculously nice whip. And this is where you start to realise why they've put them into what they are stupidly referring to as factions. Because that's really what you want to do with Tennogen now, isn't it? Separate it into different factions. Because there's so many people still making these things. But these, they go so well together, it's not even funny. The only thing that could have made this better is maybe some arm armor. There probably was some. I don't know if this is true or not, but there probably was some that kind of finished the set off, but it's just they weren't finished in time, or they're still working on it, or there's probably lots of different excuses as to why it hasn't been. But come on, that whip skin with that armor on, I'm not sure if it's the armor setting it off, but when it comes to Tennogen stuff, having the correct colors, making it visually appealing, is exactly what you need, to a point where the actual whip line, threads, the whip itself, not just either end of it, actually has detailing on it. And I think it's that kind of drew me into this, to kind of go, wow. Yeah, I would say that's a faction when all three are shown at once, but would you call that a faction if it's on... That's understandable, because they can't show it on Gauss without Gauss standing backwards, and then you wouldn't be able to see the amazing detail on the head, which is why I think another Gauss standing in the background with it on would have been better than the bland, shaded out Excalibur, which is what they usually do when they show these things off. But they didn't here. It just seems a little bit favoritism-y for me. Then again, Digital Extreme like playing favourites, which they said they never would. And that's before we get on to what happened at TennoCon. But either way, Tennogen factions is something that is coming with Caliban Prime on August 26th. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.